After assigning the supports, go to the ground floor. So if you see this floor in the architectural drawing, so click on the architectural drawing. Then over here, if you zoom in, you can see that the entrance of the building is at this position. Okay, so if you see the section of this building, so pan it to the section, and if you see over here, so this is the top level of the tie beam, that is we call as the plinth level, and this is the ground floor. So if we consider the plinth level at 0 level, in that situation ground level is at -1 feet 6 inches, that is 450 mm below the plinth level. So which means that if you see over here, so if you got a tie beam here and the ground level is below the tie beam, in that situation you cannot enter the building. So it's very difficult to enter the building, so it looks very odd having tie beam here above the ground floor, and over here you will be having the stairs. So in this situation, what you have to do is you cannot just delete the beam, so you have to lower the position of your beam so that the beam is below the ground. So we will do this thing in ETABS. So we'll go to ETABS. So first we will delete this beam. Left click on this beam and hit delete. Now we will go to this elevation, that is elevation 1 Okay, so for that click on elevation and click on 1. After that click on OK. So we are at 1 elevation. So now we will draw a reference point from here. For that, go to draw, click on draw joint objects. So plan offset mm, so we need the plan offset in ZMM. So we need the offset of 450 mm, that is 1 feet and 6 inches. So it's -450 mm. Why minus? Because if we take this point as the reference, so it is in the negative direction. So we left click here, so we got a point here. Again we get left click here, so we got another point here. After that close this window. So click on draw beam, left click, so make sure that you are drawing a beam. After that left click here and again left click here. So you see you got a beam. At this position you see that the length of the column is very much low, so in this case you might get a short column effect. So when you do the analysis of a building, you have to check the shear force, and you have to make sure that the shear force in this column is almost equal to or around, near around the shear force in other columns, also other surrounding columns. So we close this window and after that hit escape to escape the command.